Hi team, welcome to this week's Adult Senior Black Belt Track curriculum. So this week we're going to be doing a review of our 3 self-defense techniques, double blades part B, automatic disarm, and shackle break. We're going to be reviewing our kata, and this is strike week, so we'll make sure you have everything you need to be able to send in your videos so you can test for your strike. All right team, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start on our natural stance. Team, attention! Everyone, spread your feet, make a fist, cover. Bring your feet together, and team, courtesy bump. Spread your feet out slightly, put your hands behind your back, and repeat after me. Say to build true confidence. I must have knowledge in the mind, honesty in the heart, and strength in the body. Winners never quit. Quitters never win. I choose to be a black belt. All right, team, we're going to start out by warming up a little bit with our front kick. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to work on our chamber. So the chamber for the front kick, well, let's start to our natural stance. We're going to snap to our natural stance, snap to a guarding stance. Attention, top of your right leg, go back to your guarding stance. So team, our chamber for our front kick is really just bringing our knee up, putting our knee to the person that's in front of us and bringing it right back down. So when I do this, I want to try and make sure I bring my toes up. All right, and so we can strike with the bottom of our foot as we're going with our kick. All right, so here's what we're going to do, team. When I say go, we're just going to bring that leg up, hold it there, and put it down and up and down and up. And team, we're going to do this for like non-stop for maybe 20 seconds or so. Just bringing your foot up and down in that chamber. Try not to put your foot back on the ground as you're doing it. Try to work on that balance. If you do need to put your foot on the ground, no problem with that, but we're going to try to hold our foot up and work on that balance as well as the chamber. Ready, team? Hands are up in our guard. Ready? And go. Just bring your chamber up. And just going up and down on your own. Bring that chamber up. Just bring it up here. Try and keep those arms up next to your cheeks. Find something to focus your eyes on. It'll make a huge difference in how well your balance is. Keep going, everybody. Bring those knees up. Keep going. 5 more seconds, and then we'll switch legs. Awesome, team. Put your leg right back, and then switch, go to the other side. All right, team, so we're going to be doing the same thing. Just working on that chamber part of it. Really, we're just going to be working on the balance. So we're just going to come up here, bring our leg up, and then we're going to work on bringing it down, almost to the ground, and bringing it right back up. So we're just going to work on that chamber a little bit. Ready? And go, team. Bring your leg up, put it down, up, and just on your own. Again, try and find something to focus your eyes on. It'll help with your balance. Try and keep your hands up. Try and keep your back straight as you're doing this. Really work on that balance. Try and bring the knee up. You're pointing the knee at the target. Keep going, everybody. Bring it up and down. Again, if you need to put your foot down, no problem. Just put it right back up. 2 more seconds. 3, 2, 1, and done. Awesome. All right, team. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to add on to that a little bit. We're going to go from our chamber to our kick. So let's go back to our natural stance. We're going to snap to attention. Tap on your right leg, step back to your guarding stance, hands up. Higher. From here, we're still doing the chamber. We're going to bring our knee up, but now we're going to extend our foot out, back, and this time I will let you put your foot back down on the ground. Right? So team, ready? Let's try that. Just from here, we're going to break it down at first, and then we're going to pick up the pace a little bit. Right? So what we're going to do first is I'll say chamber, bring our leg up. When I say kick, out and back to our chamber, and then I'll say down. We'll set it right back to where we started from. Ready? And ready, and chamber, kick, and down. And chamber, kick, and down, 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 chamber, kick, down, chamber, kick, down, and switch. Try the other leg. All right, team. This time we're doing the same thing again, breaking it down. Chamber, kick, back, and down. Right, and again, go chamber, and kick. Right back to our chamber again, work on that balance, and down. Right, and chamber, kick, and down. Chamber, kick, down. Chamber, kick, down. Ready, and chamber, kick, down. Chamber, kick, down. Chamber, kick, down. And switch, let's go to the other side. Team, this time we're going to do the full speed kick. So when I say go, instead of breaking it down into different parts, we're going to do the kick all the way through. But remember those 4 parts of the kick. We have our chamber, our kick, our re-chamber, and putting it back on the ground. Make sure you go through each of those parts. Don't just drop your leg, keep straight legged. Don't just drop your leg down. Really make sure you get that chamber. Extend your foot all the way out, bring it all the way back, and put it back on the ground. Ready, team? On my count, ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, team, and switch, go to the other side. All right, so same drill, teams, taking our back leg. Each count, we're going to kick, come back, and again, make sure we're keeping our hands up, eyes focused straight to the front, back straight, and work through those 4 parts of the kick. The chamber, the kick, the re-chamber, and back on the ground. Ready, team? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome, team. And switch to the other side. All right, team. This time we're going to do is we're going to add a side kick to it. So what's going to happen is we're going to take our back leg. We're going to kick to the front. All right, and then from here, depending on where your level you are, you can put your foot back down to our neutral sit position. Take your leg back up, kick to the side, and put it back to your guard. So we're going to do it. We'll break it down first into 2 steps, and then we'll add a little more challenging to it. Right? So hands are up. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to kick, put it right down by our side. From here, bring it up, kick to the side, and go back down. Back to our guarding stance. All right, keep ready. And again, kick to the front. Plant it down, kick to the side. And back, and then down. All right, keep ready. Kick to the front. Put it down, kick to the side, and put it down. And team, I'm watching the camera right now. Make sure it's going on. What you're doing is try and look toward your target where you're kicking each time. Ready, team? And we're going to kick, look, kick, and come back. Ready, team? And again, ready? We're going to kick to the front, kick to the side. All right, and then back to our guard. And switch. Let's try the other side. Again, we're just breaking it down to 2 kicks for right now. Ready? And front kick, plant it down, and side kick. And back to our guard. Right? Front kick, side kick, and back down. Right, team? And front kick, and side kick, and back. Right, team? And front kick, and side kick, and back. Go. Front kick, and side kick, and back. And go. Front kick, and side kick, and back. All right, and switch to the other side. Team, if you're level 1, just starting out, stick with doing that. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, and it's our black belt leadership students or our senior advanced students, we're going to try and do 2 kicks on 1 count. So when I say go, front kick, side kick, and come right back to our original point. All right. So go with the level that's challenging for you, not the easy level, but the one that's challenging for you. Ready, team? And 1, kick, kick, and back. 2, and back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And switch, other side. All right, team. Same thing. Back leg is going to go front kick, side kick, and back down to the ground. Ready, team? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And relax, team. Shake it out a little bit. All right. So, team, what we're going to do next is we're going to work on our self-defense techniques. So, 3 self-defense techniques we're going to work on are double blades part B, automatic disarm, and shackle break. I've been standing down here. she's going to join in with me and help demonstrate some of these techniques. Miss Danielle, if you don't mind grabbing a ironing stick. So team, we're going to start out first we're going to start out with our double blades part B, which is a hook punch with a club. So Miss Danielle, get your ironing stance. And I think we're going to switch sides. You'll be able to better see this one from the other side. So Miss Danielle swinging sideways. She's going to come around, try and tap me on the head or the shoulder, whatever she's supposed to do with it. As she steps forward with her club, I'm stepping forward to meet her, striking 2 chops right into her forearm, one into bicep, one into the forearm. From here, I'm going to grab hold of her wrist, chop into her neck. Then what I'm going to do is, I want this one to be a powerful chop. So I can step back, cross grab, pull that stick out of her hand, strike, and then stop, stay back as I move away from her. Let's demonstrate it again, Miss Danielle. All right. So team, as you're doing this strike, please make sure you have at least one hand below the forearm, possibly 2, but at least 1, because if both hands are above the elbow, what's going to happen is you're going to get hit. So Miss Danielle can come in. If I stop in here and I touch her above her elbow, her arm can continue to bend and reach all the way around. I need to make sure I have one hand between her forearm, her wrist, and her elbow, so we get a chop there. The other hand can be below the elbow or above the elbow. I prefer both. I prefer above the elbow and below the elbow. I hit those points. So one more time in. So she's going to step in. We're going to chop in from here. Grab and strike. Knife hand chop. Strike to this neck. Often I'll go with the forearm and just drive into that chop. From here, cross step, strike, stop, stay back. If you're working with a partner, please be very careful. It's easy to overestimate how quickly or underestimate how effective that snap can be. You might accidentally hit your partner. Please don't do that. All right. Thank you, Miss Danielle. We're going to demonstrate a few times more in the air, but I'll come right back out though. All right, team, so let's do that together. So, team, we are going to come out here, start in our natural stance. They're throwing that hook punch with that club in their hand. As they do that, we're going to step forward with our right leg. We're going to step forward with the right leg, and we're going to do 2 chops to the side. It's our double blade motion. From here, our back hand, the hand furthest from them, grabs their wrist. The hand closest to them, chops into the neck. From here, my cross step, my front leg steps in front of my back leg, right? So it stays in front. At the same time, I'm snapping my hand across, possibly hitting on the forearm, but really going for that stick. Continue my step away, strike to the head, stop, stay back. All right, team, trying to do this at a little bit of an angle, so maybe you'll see the technique a little better from here. So I'll step out here a little bit, right, team? And again, I'm stepping out with our right leg. The technique is double blades part B. Hook punch with a club, step forward, and chop, grab, chop to the neck. Cross step, strike, stop, stay back. And again, team, let's try that. Technique is double blades part B, natural stance. All right, team, from here, everyone step forward to your right leg and double chop. Grab with your back hand, chop with your front. From here, cross step. Step back, strike to the head, stop, stay back. All right, team, the next one we're going to do is automatic disarm. This one is for a gun attack. This is someone sticking a gun in your face. This is Danielle, if I can borrow you again. Team, please keep in mind when someone's attacking you with a weapon, they have an extreme advantage over you when they have a weapon. Either reach, most often it's going to be reach, and also lethality. So if there's an option for me that I can get out of here by giving them my wallet, my car keys, my cell phone, and I can walk away from this encounter, 100%, that is my goal, right? My goal is to make sure I get away from here safely, not to prove my ego, prove that I'm a better person. I'm not here to fight. My goal is to get home safely at the end of the day. So if someone points a gun at me, and I can give them my wallet and walk away, that is still a win for me because I got home safely. I can replace everything in my wallet. Right? All right, team. So, but if we're in a situation where we know or we have a strong suspicion that we have to do something to protect ourselves, right? Then in that situation, we want to have something in our arsenal that we can fall back on. So this is a really good technique to use if somebody's pointing a gun kind of at your face. Not so effective if they're pointing at your chest, definitely not effective if they're pointing at your back or at your side. So it is effective toward the head. So Miss Danielle is going to point her gun toward me. She's aiming at my head, trying to intimidate me by having that gun in the I focus on the barrel. And team, this barrel is going to look huge when it's pointing at you. So you're going to have this. We talk about tunnel vision. This is an excellent example when tunnel vision is going to kick in. When you have something threatening you in front of your face like that, your eyes are going to narrow right into it. Your peripheral vision is going to be shot. So where our folks right here, our hands are up. My hands right here, I can see my fingers moving. In this situation, I probably wouldn't. I'd have to have my hands here to be able to see it. So your hands are out of the range. You can't see anything. Team, in my mind, the most important part of this is getting my head out of the way. So what I do is I drop my weight down, demonstrate from the front. So from right here, sorry. So from what we're going to do here, team, is when I'm here, the first thing I do is you can squat down to duck out of the way, but that's a really slow method of movement, right? So a faster way to do this is come and throw your legs out to the side. Boom! As you throw your legs out to the side, your body drops down. You get such a big range of motion from that one as well, too. So if I'm ducking, it's a little bit slower. Boom! A lot faster movement from here, just throwing my legs out and dropping down, letting gravity take care of it. Okay, so from here, that's Miss Danielle's doing. I'm dropping my head down, but I don't want her tracking me with the gun. So I'm going to create that V with my hands. My thumb is sticking way out, fingers together, my other thumb's out, way out. I put them together, so I create a V. This is going to come up underneath the barrel, push the barrel up as I'm dropping my weight down. So it's all one motion. So she's here, I try to talk my way out of this, try to get my money, whatever it's going to be. I realize that's not working. From here, I drop down low, push the barrel up. And from here, what I'm going to do is step forward with my right leg. As I step forward with my right leg, I'm going to push that barrel back toward her. Then is your finger clear? If you do it with a partner, please always make sure their finger is clear. It's not in the trigger guard. From here, I'm going to step back, pulling the gun away from her, making sure the barrel is pointing away from me toward the bad guy or to some empty space. As I step back, I'm moving constantly. I'm going to tap. I'm going to rack. I'm going to aim. I'm going to say stop. On the ground. On your stomach. Hands away from your side. All right, you in the blue shirt, call 911. So team, every time we do that, I'm going to make sure I give very explicit instructions to the person on the ground. I want to make sure I give explicit instructions for someone to call for help. And team, when the police arrive on the scene, which they should be arriving, what you're going to want to do is you're going to put your hands up. You can go down on your knees. All right? And you're going to take your firearm wherever it's going to be, and you're going to slide it. And I'm going to recommend that you not slide toward the bad guy. Right? And if you slide it toward the police, toward the someplace where the police officers can still see it, that's going to be better. So if there's a dark, shadowy part, don't throw it there. Be aware of your surroundings. So I'm going to slide over here. Hopefully the police officers will still be able to see it. And I'm down here to stay in my position so I don't look like I'm a threat as well. We're going to stand up. Come on back up. Team, as a side note, please don't just throw the gun on the ground. Okay. Take it and slide it. Much safer that way. Throwing the gun on the ground, there's always a chance there might be an accidental discharge. We don't want that to happen. So put it down and slide it. Don't throw it from up high. All right, Miss Danielle, you're going to be the bad guy again. All right, she's pointing the gun right at me. So from here, let's drop down, step in, pull back, making sure our fingers stay so I'm not snapping anything here at this point. Tap, rack, aim. Down on the ground. On your stomach. Arms away from your side. You in the blue shirt, call 911. All right, I'm down. Waiting for the police to show up. Oops, a little hard over there. Guns down, hands up, not a threat. Miss Danielle, thank you very much. I will hand you the gun so you can put that away. All right, team, let's do that a few times together in the air. So, if you look at my head, where it's positioned here, you look at the bags behind me, you're going to notice that when I drop down considerably lower than those targets behind me. Again, that's my primary goal. My primary goal is not just to push this up. My goal is to get my head out of the firing range. All right, team. So everyone back to our natural stance. Everyone saying automatic disarm, gun defense. First thing we're going to do is we're going to drop and push up, right? So drop, boom, hands are up. Awesome. Step forward with your right leg. Point the barrel to the bad guy. Step back with your right leg. Hold the gun free, making sure the barrel stays toward the bad guy. Tap, rack, aim. Stop. On the ground. On your stomach. Hands away from your side. You in the blue shirt. Call 911. And let's go back and do it again, team. And team, we're using blue shirt as an example. Sometimes we get carried away for it. So if you have somebody in the building with you right now who you use as an example, call them out explicitly. So I'll use Miss Danielle as an example. She has a blue shirt on, which is why I'm using blue shirt today. All right, team, ready? So back to our natural stance. All right, automatic disarm. gun defense. So we're going to go down, step forward, pull back, tap, wrap, aim, stop, stay down, on your stomach, hands away from your side. Miss Danielle, call 911. And reset, let's go back again. All right, team, again, our self-defense is automatic disarm. It is a gun defense. We start out on a natural stance, breaking, and we're gonna drop down. We're gonna step forward. We're gonna pull back, tap, wrap, aim, stop, get on the ground, on your stomach, hands away from your side. Miss Danielle, call 911. All right, and we are done with that one. All right, team. The next self-defense technique we're gonna do is called shackle break. Shackle break is for a double wrist grab. So the double wrist grab we're going to do is someone's coming behind us and they grab hold of our wrist, put it back here behind us. Now I say they're behind us doing this. In reality, it's unlikely someone's going to come behind you and grab you from here. But what could happen is you can end up in an altercation where you're facing somebody up front and they reach around, grab your hand, and they spin either behind you or they spin you around and try and put you in this position to try and gain control of you. So most of the time it's going to start from the front, but it could, in theory, happen from the back, and we practice that way. All right, team. So Miss Danielle, would you mind coming up here and being the bad guy again? So Miss Danielle is going to go ahead and grab hold of my wrist. When she grabs hold of my wrist, I am going to counter grab. I'm going to grab hold of her wrist. I'm going to step forward with my left leg. Boom, just dropping weight in. Then from here, I'm going to take my right leg. I'm going to kick right between my arms. Boom, right in her stomach and get out of here. Stop, stay back. So regardless of how high you kick when you do a regular rear kick, you're going to find when you have someone with arms to hold on to for extra bounce, it's going to be so much easier to strike into the stomach. Right? So I'm going to recommend that you do strike to the stomach. Is a knee strike a little more effective? Probably. It's probably going to be a little more effective when you right to the inside of the knee, but it's a higher risk, right? It's a smaller target, easier for someone to move and dodge their way out of it. So my goal is to escape. So if I can hit someone in the stomach, their grip loosens up, I can run out of that. Perfect. I'm free. So Miss Danielle, if you don't mind doing it one more time, she's going to grab hold. As soon as she grabs hold, I counter grab, step in, kick, boom, stop, stay back, as I move away from her. Again. All right, team, let's try that again. I'll do it, continue doing it sideways for this one, so you can see it from the side. I think I'll switch this direction. All right, so ready? So we're starting out here. We're in our natural stance. Someone grabs our arms, they pull behind our back. First thing we're going to do is we're going to counter grab. We're going to step forward with our left leg. Boom. And as I say step forward with our left leg, I really want you to think about dropping your weight forward, not just stepping. I want you to drive everything forward so you're pulling them off balance. From here, my back leg comes up, just like I'm about to do a front kick, kick them in the stomach, stop, stay back as I run away from them. All right, let's try it again, team. Back to our natural stance. Team, the technique we're doing is shackle break, double wrist grab from behind. They're grabbing our wrist. We counter grab. We drop our weight forward as our left leg goes forward. From here, our right leg comes back. We kick in the stomach. Stop. Stay back as we get out of there. All right, team. One more time. Technique is shackle break. All right, shackle break is for a double wrist grab from behind. So they're here. They grab my arms. They start bringing in behind my back. I'm going to counter grab them. I'm stepping forward with my left leg as I do. I'm pushing forward. So I'm drawing them off balance. I'm going to kick as hard as I can to their stomach. Stop, stay back as I go through. Team, you may kick somebody in the stomach and you may find out they still have a grip on you. That's okay. Guess what? You can kick them again. There's nothing that says this kick has to end. This technique ends with one kick. If you kick them and they still have a grip on you, kick them again. Kick them again. Either they're going to have to sit there and let you kick them over and over again. Then, by the way, that right kick of that knee strike is probably going to hit. Or they're going to do something to try to alleviate that stress on them, which is going to mean it's going to loosen their grip up and you're going to get out of there. So again, our goal is to get out of there. Don't freeze. Continue your constant motion. All right. Well, we're already up to kata. I'm going to have Miss Danielle come up here. She's going to take us to the universal one. So that's for our white through green belts, and then we'll go through our RD spots. Miss Danielle, they're all yours, man.
All right, so we're not adding anything new to this kata. We did finish it last week, so we're going to quickly go over those whole thing a couple times through, then we'll move on to the RD kata. So we're starting here at our attention stance, hand comes up, action kata, universal one, ba, go into your guiding stance, the back, aya, front hand's going to go up, in, out, punch, down, punch, step forward, heel palm, backhand punch. From here, back leg does your advancing front kick, new back leg, advancing roundhouse kick. And our second side right here, front hand goes up, in, out, punch, down, punch, step forward, heel palm, backhand punch. That's the new stuff we added last week. Back leg does your front kick, back leg roundhouse kick. Then from here, you come back together and wrap. And that's all of the universal motion. We're going to do that a couple more times, so we'll back up to our starting point. So again, attention stance. So we're going to go action pada, universal 1, and bow. So back to your right stance. Aya. Front hand goes up, in, out, punch, down, punch, step forward, heel palm, punch, back leg kick, then roundhouse kick, front hand goes up, in, out, punch, down, punch, step forward, heel palm, punch, back leg front kick, then roundhouse kick, come together, and now. Okay, we're going to do that one more time together as a team. So back to the very beginning, we're going to go action pada, universal 1, bow, go to your right stance, aya, go up, in, out, punch, down, punch, heel palm, punch, front kick, roundhouse kick, up, in, out, punch, down, punch, step forward, heel palm, punch, front kick, roundhouse kick, and together, and out. So if you are a white through green belt, you're going to continue working on universal 1. If you are a brown belt or higher, you're going to grab your knee sticks. We'll return to pada with Mr. Tucker again.
Awesome, man. All right, team, let's grab our knee sticks. So again, our brown belts and higher students, we're going to be working on tornado. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to get in our natural stance. So I was thinking my natural stance is a chance for me to make sure my grip on my knee sticks is appropriate. So as we're holding our knee sticks, when I'm in my natural stance, my arms are out in front of me. I want to have my hands, my sticks toward the end of the sticks. So maybe at least 2 fingers away, no more than a fist. So I don't want my hand way out here in the center because it's not going to be a good grip for me. I want to make sure my hands are toward the end. So take a moment right here holding your natural stance. Make sure that your sticks are in the right, knee sticks are in the right spot. We'll back up a little bit. Awesome. All right, team. First thing we're going to do is we're going to bring our hands and knee together and go to attention. Right, attention. So our knee sticks right in the center of our body, hands at our side, feet are together. So make sure, see a lot of people have their feet here. Let's make sure our feet are right together. All right, team, from here, what we're going to do is we're going to announce the kata, tornado. We're going to do our courtesy bow. As you do the courtesy bow, team, try and keep the sticks up to the high. So if you're bowing, you're keeping the sticks up. Don't just flop the sticks down here. So we're going to bow and come back up. So try not to touch the sticks to the ground. Just bow, and the sticks should still be above your head as you're bowing. Okay. Team, everyone go back to your natural stance. All right, team, from here, we're going to go into horse stance. As I do this, I'm just going to slide my hands out a little bit. So it's not, I don't want to fumble around my knee sticks a lot here. So all I'm going to do is just slide my hands apart a little bit, and I can just open the sticks out. So right, team, and horse stance. All right, team, 4 count highs. The first part of this thing is going to be our X. We're drawing the X, shoulder to hip. All right, team, starting with the right side, and go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 count low, team. Drawing the line across their knees. We're going to start with the right side again. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the forehand and backhand. All right, team. Next part of this kata is going to be our comp. We're striking to the center of the body. So the first 8 strikes are all like slices, slashing through the body. The next 6 strikes are going to be like beating a drum. We're going to hit and you're going to snap right back, right? So we're going to go head, head, waist, waist, knee, and knee, right? So we make sure we're hitting each one, and we come right back through. We're not snapping all the way through the body. Then, team, here we're going to bring the knee sticks all the way back to our side. We're going to do our double strike, swing to the other side, do your double strike, back to your right again, double strike, spin, boom. Come back to your left, double strike, spin, reset back to your natural stance, snap to attention, bow, and back to your natural stance. Awesome, team. So things to keep in mind, team, again, is when we're doing our strikes, 4 count high and 4 count low, we're striking through our attacker, hitting and driving through. Cob, I hit and bounce, hit and bounce. I'm getting in and coming right back out as fast as I can. Boom. So different types of strikes with it. Flashing motions, more of your arm involved. Now, so your wrist is nice and probably more rigid. When you're doing knees, it's much more wrist motion and more snapping of the wrist. All right, team, let's go back to the beginning. Everyone back up to your natural stance. Team, attention. Tornado. Bow. Back out to your natural stance. Horse stance. All right, team, 4 count high. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 count low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cob, cob, head, head, waist, waist, knee, knee. Double strike. Double strike. Spinning double strike. Hit, around, hit again. Other side. Hit, around, and hit again. Back to our natural stance. Snap to attention. Bow. Back out to your natural stance. Awesome, team. Just going to adjust my mask again for a second. All right, let's do it one more time, team. And again, when you're practicing on your own, we're kind of going like a moderate speed here. I really find really great way to practice. Solo practice of these drills are to do them at 3 different speeds. Once or twice at the normal speed, like my performance speed. Once where I do it as slow as I possibly can, so that I can really focus on the individual techniques. And this is a great time to use your camera on your phone to record yourself. You go back and analyze it later. And team, the other way I do it is I try and do what occasionally I pick a moment where I'm gonna do it as fast as I possibly can. Make sure no one is around me, but I make sure I do it as fast as I can. And the reason I do it as fast as I can is because there is gonna be a part where I'm doing it really fast and it just falls apart. I can't remember what to do. My arms don't go the way they want. My feet aren't moving the way they're supposed to. That breaking point just tells me where I need to work in practice with. So if you're looking at this going really slow, it looks pretty good. Try to go really fast. If you're still doing really good, as you're going fast, that probably means you have a good understanding of the kata, the 4 components of the kata. All right, Steve, ready? Back out to our natural stance. Ready? And attention. And tornado. Bow. Back out to your natural stance. And horse stance. 4 count high. Go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 count low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cob, cob. Head, head. Waist, waist. Knee, knee. Double strike. Double strike. Spinning double strike. Hit and turn. Spinning double strike. Hit and turn. Back to your natural stance. Come back to attention. Bow. And back out to your natural stance. Awesome. So again, if you're white through green, you still spend this time going through universal 1. If you are brown or higher, go ahead and continue working on tornado. And if you're a 1st degree black belt or higher, we're going to go into twin tornado. All right. So team, with twin tornado, we're going to start out with our Arnie stick across our body, diagonally across our body. So from here, we're going to bow. We're going to bring the Arnie sticks up in a circle as they reach the top of our head. Stepping out with your left leg, swing down to the center. We'll make half circles here. Step out to your guarding stance. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our flowing sticks high, which is basically 4 strikes to the head. Front hand, back hand, front hand, right? So we're going to go 1, 2, spin back, 3, 4. 4 count high. Or flowing sticks high. Now we're going to do flowing sticks low, which is going to our knees. So we're going to go front hand, front hand. Then from here, team, we're going to do our beat the drum. We're going to hit to the head, hit to the waist, hit to the knee. We're going to switch our feet position. We're going to step up. As you're stepping up, keep your knees bent. Don't strain your legs up. Find out where your head is. Keep it at that height. Step back with your left leg. Switch sides. Go to the head. Go to the waist. Go to the knee. Team, step up again. Step back with your right leg. As you're stepping back, rotate your body almost into a reverse bow. Strike to the groin. And then come around and drop it right on top of their head. Shift your stance again. Forward, then back. Strike low. Strike high. And then we're going to switch our stance again. Back to the other side. From here, we're going to do our double strike. We're going to continue our motion. Double strike. We're ending up in kind of a front stance, guarding stance here. Then here, we're going to do our double strike. Then come around to the other side. Continue our double strike. From here, what we're going to do is we're going to, instead of stepping forward, we're going to step back. As we step forward this time, we're bringing the Arnie sticks up to the side, and we're going to strike to the head. Continue the strike through the head. Unwind, back across the knees. Bring it back over top of your head. Strike straight down. And then from here, step back. Arnie sticks across your body. And bow. Bow. All right, team. Let's try that again. So, twin tornado. Tension. All right. And Arnie steps them around. Down. Back to our guarding stance. 4 flowing sticks high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flowing sticks low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Beating the drum. head, waist, knee, and then switch, other side, beating the drum, head, waist, knee, and switch. We're going to do it under, over, and switch, under, over. And then we're going to switch into our long section, which is going to do our double strike, spin, double strike, right? And over here, we're going to do our double strike, spin, and double strike. Stepping back, crossing in front, hit the head, hit the knees, come back down across the shoulders, boom. Then step back to our tension stance, bow. All right, team, one more time, twin tornado, and then we get to move on. Mount your stance, tension, crossing our body. All right, team, ready? And tornado, twin tornado. Go. Circle around, come up, come back down. Back to your guarding stance. Flowing sticks high. 1, 2, 3, 4. Flowing sticks low. 1, 2, 3, 4. Double strike. Sorry, not double strike. Beating the drum. 1, 2, 3. Switch. 1, 2, 3. Under, over. Step forward. Under, over. Switch. Under, over. Long section. Come around. Do our double strike spin. Double strike spin. Shift our feet. Cross. Cross. Down. Step back, into our tension stance, bow, and awesome team. All right, team, what we're going to do is we're going to put our knee sticks up, and everyone gather around a little bit closer to the camera so that you see me a little bit. I'll move closer as well. All right, team. So this week's lesson of the week, we're going to be continuing our journey into discussing SMART goals. So you might remember last week we talked about SMART goals, the SMART being an acronym, where S stands for specific, and M stands for measurable. So today we're going to talk about A, R, and T. So the A in SMART, that stands for attainable. Attainable is all about setting goals that make sense for you. If you hate science, don't like school, and blood scares you, maybe being a doctor isn't a good goal for you, right? Attainable doesn't mean it's an easy goal. It just means it has to be something that you really care about. All right, so I've been using, for my students, I've been using an example for me. We're testing for one of my black belts coming up soon, and I have to run 3 miles. So my goal here is to try and do 3 miles in 25 minutes, which for my age is like maximum time. And I haven't done that in ages. So is it attainable? I think it is. Is it going to be easy? No, not at all, right? That's how I was running when I was maybe in my 20s, not when I was here in my 50s. But it is a goal that I'm trying to work toward, so it is an attainable goal. Something I know that someone can out there. People can run miles in 4 minutes. I should be able to run a mile in 8, right? 7 minutes. I guess it is 8 minutes. All right, team. So the next part of our goal, team, SMART, is R. R stands for roadblock. Okay. Any goal you are going to have is going to have some challenges, right? And by the way, team, if it doesn't have challenges in it, it's probably not a really challenge. It's not probably not a really good goal. So the most successful figure out the challenges in advance and how they're going to overcome those challenges. All right. And again, if you're using my example of trying to run, okay, I haven't run in a long time on a regular basis, so I know this is getting up to the point of running on a regular basis is going to be tough for me. So I have a routine every day that has me going out there and running every day. And my routine is not based on time, or not based on distance, it's based on time. I have a certain distance I have to cover in a certain amount of time. As long as I can keep making that progression, I know I'm pretty much in track for where I need to be. Okay, team, the last part of our SMART stands for T, and that stands for timetable. And you need your goal to have some type of deadline if you're going to know you're going to accomplish it, right? I can't just say, oh, great, I am going to run 3 miles in 25 minutes some point in the future. You know, someone said at one point, sometime is really the same as saying no time, right? If I'm going to do it sometime in the future, I'm probably never going to do it, right? So you want to make sure you have a time frame for it. So I need to do it by June, I need to do it by December, I need to do it by the end of January, end of February. Pick a time for it, right? And by the way, team, when you pick that timeline, you can also add a reward or consequences to it, right? And it depends on what really works to motivate you, right? So if I reach this date, I'll get something really cool for my house, or I'll get something really cool for myself. Or if I don't reach my goal, this happens, right? Okay, if I don't reach this goal, that means I'm not going to get to go to the beach, or I'm not going to have a chance to spend some time with my family that I was hoping to spend time with, but I'm not quite ready for what I need to do, right? So team, personally for me, I motivate best by reward as opposed to consequences. So having a reward in mind works out really well. And by the way, studies have shown that's kind of the case for a lot of people. That's why eating a cookie is so easy to do, right? You eat a cookie, the cookie is its own reward. You get another cookie, you reward yourself. That's why dieting can be challenging for us because restriction is not as easy as rewarding ourselves. So figure out what your timeline is. Figure out if your goal is attainable. Figure out if your goal has any roadblocks. And if they do have any roadblocks, try and prepare for those in advance. And also, finally, make sure you have a timeline associated with it so that as you're going through your goal, you have some way to measure whether you're on track or not. All right, team, thank you very much. We are going to go into our workout now. So I'm going to have Miss Danielle come up here and join me. I'll explain what the workout's going to be. So if you remember last week, we did our hip team workout where we did 50 robots and then 40 squats and 30 sit-ups and 20 push-ups and 10 squat thrusts. So this week we're kind of on the same line, just a different workout. We're going to start out with 10. We're going to do 10, then 20, then 30, then 40, then 50. So we're going to do different ones. And what our workout's going to start with is we're going to start out with what we call star jump burpees, right? So Miss Danielle, you want to come in here and demonstrate a star jump burpee for us now? All right, Miss Danielle, demonstrate for me real quick. So
for a star jump burpee, it's going to be just like a normal burpee, except when you jump up, you're going to do a star jump. So I'm going to go sideways here, so I'm going to squat down, jump my feet out, do my push-up, jump my feet back again, and I'll turn face you guys so you see this one better. And I jump up, and I go right into my star jump, and then right to another burpee.
Now, team, if this is your very first time training with this Action Pride, you might think this is a lot to do. So you can always break these down to whatever is going to be a good level for you. So let's just look at a star jack first. Miss Danielle, can you demonstrate a star jack? Awesome. So a star jack is really just doing a jumping jack where your entire body's in the air through the entire motion of the star jack. So if you've never done anything before and this is like your first chance of doing something like that, that might be a good spot for you to start. The other one is, you remember last week we just did the squat thrust, which is to say burpee without a push-up. Miss Danielle, can you squat down? She's going to squat down, she's going to put her feet out, she's going to bring her feet back up, and she's going to stand up. That's the squat thrust part of it. No jumping, no nothing. That's a little more challenging than star jack, but not quite as challenging as the star jump burpee, right? And then if you really want to challenge yourself, and by the way, if you're a black belt leadership student, you've been training for a while, 100% you should be challenging yourself. You should be doing the star jump burpee, which is going to mean you're going to squat down. And team, when we say we squat down, I really want to make sure everyone puts their hands right here. I know some are younger, more athletic students will like to go out here and they just like drop down into a plank and then pop themselves back up. You're kind of robbing your body of it. You want to make sure you're working those core muscles. So squatting down and then throwing your legs out behind you is a great way to really tighten up that stomach muscle. All right, team. So that's going to be our first round. Our second round is going to be double blades part B. Miss Danielle, can you demonstrate double blades part B for us one time, please?
Just go in, double blades, grab, chop, grab, strike, and then stop, stay back.
So we're going to be doing double blades part B, and that says self-defense against a club. Last one, the next round, we're going to do squats. So these are going to be regular squats, whatever you're comfortable with. And again, if you want to challenge yourself, you can do squat jumps or squat 180s. But if we're starting out, we can start out with just regular jumps. Miss Danielle, can you demonstrate just regular jump squat for us? Awesome. If you do a squat jump then, and you can do a squat 180. Awesome. So team, whatever is going to be your challenge point for you. And remember, challenge does not mean easy. Challenge means something you're going to be working on. You're going to work yourself in. You kind of feel like you put some effort into it when you're done. All right, team. The fourth round is going to be front legs. We're going to do some front leg kicks. So Miss Danielle, if you can demonstrate a front kick for us. So this is going to be a front leg front kick. So it's a little bit different than what we did in the beginning class. So she's going to take her front leg, bring it up into her chamber. She's going to kick. She's going to put it right back down and go down. Right? And again, one more time. So, and we'll do 40 of those on each leg. And then our last round, team, is going to be a jab, cross, push, roundhouse kick, which is the combination we've been working on over the last couple of weeks. So, Miss Danielle, can you demonstrate that, please? We're going to do it. Go ahead.
Jab, cross, push, and roundhouse kick.
Awesome job, Miss Danielle. Bye-bye. All right, team. So that's going to be our workout for the next 10 minutes or so. What I'm going to do is I'm going to step off the mat. Miss Danielle's going to get started with the star jump burpees. I'll come back out here to do double legs with everyone. Miss Danielle, you're all yours, man.
So to start off with, we're going to do 10 star jump burpees. So I'm going to do the whole star jump burpee. You need to do the squat thrust or the star jack. Feel free to do this, but we're going to do 10 of these together. So I'm going to squat down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice job, Miss Danielle. All right, team. So the next round we're going to do is we're going to be doing double leg part B. And for double leg part B, all I'll do is I'm going to do this kind of at a little bit of an angle for us. And Miss Danielle, if you don't mind counting for me, because I realize that when I'm counting with my mask on, sometimes I start inhaling my mask, and that's not very pleasant. So if you don't mind counting for me, you want to do the exercise. So we're going to do 20 double legs. So team, remember, double leg. We're going to step out with our right leg. We're going to do our 2 chops. We're going to grab. We're going to chop to the front. Cross step. Step back. Stop, stay back, and then we reset. All right. Ready, team? And begin.
1.
Stop, stay back. Stop, stay back.
3.
Yeah. Stop, stay back.
4.
Stop, stay back.
5.
Stop, stay back.
6.
Stop, stay back.
7.
Stop, stay back.
8.
Stop, stay back.
9.
Stop, stay back.
10.
Stop, stay back.
11.
Stop, stay back.
12.
Stop, stay back.
13.
Stop, stay back.
14.
Stop, stay back.
15.
Stop, stay back.
16.
Stop, stay back.
17.
Stop, stay back.
18.
Stop, stay back.
19.
Stop, stay back.
20.
Thank you, Miss Danielle, for counting. Do you want me to count for you on the next round?
Oh, I can count it.
All right, man.
Alright, so next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna do 30 squats. So I'm gonna do normal squats. We're gonna follow along with me. You can. We're gonna do squat jump, squat with knees. Whatever works best for you. We're going to do 30 of those. We're gonna sway our feet out, put our hands up, straight, and 30 squats. So we're squat down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30.
Awesome job, Miss Danielle. Thank you very much. All right, team, round 4. We're going to do 40 front kicks. So remember with our front kicks, we're going to be in our guarding stance. I'll turn sideways here. We're going to take our front leg, comes back up, almost into like what I think of a cat stance. Leg comes up, back, and down. So we're going to up, just like that. We'll do 40 on one side and do 4, then we'll switch and do 40 on the other. All right, team, ready? Start in natural stance. Snap your attention, not your guarding stance. Aye. So I'm going to start with my, it'll be my right leg if you're facing you, but if I'm bearing you, it's going to be your left leg. Understand? You have to count for me again? Thank you very much, man. Ready? And up.
1,
Hey.
2, 3,
Hey.
4,
Hey.
5,
Hey.
6,
Hey.
7,
Hey.
8,
Hey.
9,
Hey.
10,
Hey.
11,
Hey.
12,
Hey.
13,
Hey.
14,
Hey.
15,
switch the other side. So again, 40 kicks to one leg, and then we're going to do 40 on the other. All right, team, back to your guard stance. Aya.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, and 40.
Oh, hang on. All right, it's all you, man.
Alright, so our last thing we're going to do is we're going to do 50 of our jab, cross, push, roundhouse kick. So I'm going to do 25 on one side, and then we'll switch to 25 on the other so we get to work out both sides. So we're start right back here in the risers, left leg's over here. So we're going to jab with the front hand, cross the back hand, do that push, front leg pivot, back leg kick, and then reset right back to your guard. So all that is with one count. Ready?
Would you like me to count?
Yes, sir. Alright, ready? And go. So we're going to go jab, cross, push. On.
1,
Jab, cross, push.
2,
Jab, cross, push.
3,
Jab, cross, push.
4,
Jab, cross, push.
5,
Jab, cross, push.
6,
Jab, cross, push.
7,
Jab, cross, push.
8,
Jab, cross, push.
9,
Jab, cross, push.
10,
Jab, cross, push.
11,
Jab, cross, push.
12,
Jab, cross, push.
13,
Jab, cross, push.
14,
Jab, cross, push.
15,
Jab, cross, push.
16,
Jab, cross, push.
17,
Jab, cross, push.
18,
Jab, cross, push.
19,
Jab, cross, push.
20,
Jab, cross, push.
21,
Jab, cross, push.
22,
Jab, cross, push.
23,
Jab, cross, push.
24,
Jab, cross, push.
25.
Alright, so you from here. Once your feet, leg bends over here on this side. So I'm going to take your phone to put your breath a little bit. So same thing, jab with the front hand, cross the back hand, do your push, cross and pivot to this direction, back leg's going to come up for your kick, and reset. So do 25 more on this side, and it'll be all done with our workout. So ready? And begin. So jab, cross, push. Awesome.
1,
Jab, cross, push.
2,
Awesome. Jab, cross, push.
3,
Awesome. Jab, cross, push.
4,
Jab, cross, push.
5,
Jab, cross, push.
6,
Awesome. Jab, cross, push.
7,
Jab, cross, push.
8,
Awesome. Jab, cross, push.
9,
Jab, cross, push.
10,
Jab, cross, push.
1,
Jab, cross, push.
2,
Jab, cross, push.
3,
Jab, cross, push.
4,
Jab, cross, push.
5,
Jab, cross, push.
6,
Jab, cross, push.
7,
Jab, cross, push.
8,
Jab, cross, push.
9,
Jab, cross, push.
20,
Jab, cross, push.
1,
Awesome. Jab, cross, push.
2,
Awesome. Jab, cross, push.
3,
Jab, cross, push.
4,
Last one. Jab, cross, push.
25. That's rock, man. All right, team, everyone take a moment to breathe. Remember, when we're breathing, take a deep breath in through your nose, hold it for 4 seconds, exhale to your mouth. Try and do it in 4-second increments. 4 seconds in, hold for 4 seconds, out for 4 seconds. Let's do that together, team. Ready? With me, everyone in. Hold it. Out. In. Hold it. Out. All right, team, and relax. All right, so thank you very much for joining us for class today. So this is strike week, team. That means that if you are coming to regular classes, 2 classes per week, you should be on around 14 classes right now. If you have achieved that goal, then team, you are eligible to test for your strike. For testing for a strike this week, you are going to take a video of yourself doing double A's Part B, automatic disarm, and shackle break. You're going to demonstrate those 3 self-defense techniques for your online coach. Send them the video for it, and they'll let you know how you're doing and give you any feedback that you might need. All right, team. So I believe that's it as far as announcements go. Team, everybody show me your natural stance. Team, snap to attention. Face front and bow. You guys rock. Thank you very much. AB, see ya.